I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say.
Afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's October 10th, 2025, and here's the latest that I've been able to put together about that powerful earthquake, the 7.4 that rocked the waters off of eastern Philippines with its epicenter just 20 kilometers east of Santiago. This shallow earthquake at a depth of about 35 miles or 58 kilometers has unleashed chaos in one of the country's most seismically active regions. Tsunami warnings were issued twice, one immediately after the first earthquake, sending coastal communities to evacuation mode. But authorities then lifted it, and they only reported minor waves up to 30 centimeters. About 24-25 inches were recorded. The shaking has left a trail of heartbreak and destruction. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology said on Friday that the magnitude 7.4 and 6.8 earthquakes that struck off of Davos Oriental may be classified as a double earthquake. This morning's quake off of Davos Oriental has left 7 dead, according to the Office of Civil Defense and local disaster officials. Confirmed fatalities were as follows: 3 in Mati, 3 in Pantican, and 3 in Davao de Orio. I believe that location, miners were caught in landslide while outside. The epicenter of the magnitude 7.4 earthquake that struck on Friday morning was located 62 kilometers southeast of Mani, Davao Oriental, while the magnitude 6.9 tremor that hit less than 10 hours later was tracked 36 kilometers southeast of the same town. Some electric cooperatives in Mindeo lost their power supply due to the strong shaking. Some 200,000 people were reportedly without power. Authorities closed a bridge in Butuan City after they saw cracks in the aftermath of the 7.4 earthquake in Davao Oriental. This is the second earthquake within a short period of time. Many of you remember the earthquake that I reported in Cebu. I believe that was September 30th, which was a magnitude 6.9 in northern part of the country. They've got sinkholes that formed because of the earthquake. And the Geoscience Bureau in that location has cautioned people about backfilling the sinkholes, which could cause water pounding, contamination, and further ground collapse, they say. A recent advisory issued by MGD7 confirmed the formation of sinkholes and land subsidence in several areas following the powerful tremor that struck the province on September 30th. The magnitude 6.9 earthquake that hit Bogo on September 30th and the 7.4 tremor that struck Davao Oriental on Friday, October 10th, they say are not related. That's according to the Philippines Institute of Volcanology and Seismology. At a press conference on Friday, one of the directors explained that the Davao quake was generated by the Philippine Trench, while the Cebu earthquake originated from an active fault within the Visayas. That one turned out to be a fault off of the Bogo fault zone, which they didn't know existed until after it occurred. The Davao Oriental Provincial Medical Center had to be evacuated twice. The first time after what was it, 7.4, and then again after the magnitude 6.9. The USGS and the Philippines Institute of Volcanology and seismology confirmed the quake's force, initially pegged at a 7.6 before revision, felt as an intensity 5 to a 6. And the neighboring areas, it struck without mercy during the morning rush hour. In Santiago, a quiet coastal town of around 3,000 residents, the ground heaved violently, cracking homes and roads. Eyewitnesses described a roar like thunder, and furniture toppled and walls buckled. It was the strongest I've ever felt in 46 years. One resident in nearby Davao City told Reuters. Reuters, no one's really talking about this earthquake. Reuters only had like one paragraph about this earthquake. There was power outages that plunged parts of Surigao, de Sur, and Davao into darkness, with lines down and transformers sparking. Over 170 aftershocks have followed, including a magnitude 5.8 jolt at 11:32 a.m., keeping nerves frayed and emergency teams on high alert. PHIVOLCS warns of potential quakes up to a magnitude 6.4 could still follow, and residents are urged to avoid shorelines and prepare more tremors. I have an image here of the coast when the water was receding, and there was another video, but it was dark, showing somebody down there at the shoreline during the tsunami warning, which was really foolish. The Supreme Court there said that 36 courts in Judicial Region 11 had reported damage to their buildings as a result of the Friday morning earthquake of magnitude 7.4. That area evidently covers the Davao region, Sarangani province, and several other areas. All 138 courts in these areas had suspended operations. And there's been panic buying by the people. This is why you prepare ahead of time. So you're not out with the crowds trying to get in to get food or fuel or things like that. But I have an image of residents drawing long queries to buy gasoline and other petroleum products at gas stations in Madi City Friday evening. Yeah, that was hours after the second earthquake. Tragically, this quake has claimed lives in the wake of this disaster. There's been probably at least 7 dead confirmed so far. 3, I believe, in Davao Occidental. One of them from a heart attack triggered by panic. There was a lot of people that had panicked and hyperventilated and passed out and even fainted. Dozens of people were also injured, with hospitals being overwhelmed. Patients, including newborns, were hastily evacuated from several hospitals in the location, not once, but twice. Many families were evacuated, and there was lines of people signing up to go into evacuation centers. The Red Cross and Save the Children and many other organizations have mobilized to help the people. The president vowed quick response. He said that they were working around the clock to ensure help reaches everyone. Search and rescue teams were fanning out, but the toll, those that were killed, will probably rise as remote areas like Santiago are assessed. And this comes just weeks after the magnitude 6.9 that I reported that happened in Cebu, and that killed over 70 people. In Davao City, an 80-year-old man died after being pinned by a concrete wall that had collapsed. Another thing that a lot of people don't think about when they're preparing for disasters, there was a chemical spill that was reported on the 6th floor of San Pedro College in Davao City following the magnitude 7.4 earthquake. The BFP and SRF Davao City response teams immediately went to the site to carry out Contaminant and safety procedure response. The quake's fury did a lot of damage. Bridges and roads near Santiago showed deep fissures, isolating villages and complicating aid delivery. Yeah, they were closed down. In Bhutan, several cracks, large cracks were shown and a gap in the bridge, and that one too was also closed down. Schools across Davao Oriental, and three other locations suspended classes indefinitely after walls crumbled at the Davao de Oro State College. Student fled desk mid-lesson. Hospitals bore the brunt. The Southern Philippine Medical Center in Davao evacuated patients amid shaking wards, and the Davao Oriental Provincial Medical Center reported structural cracks. That's not good. At Francisco Bangoy International Airport, minor damage to terminals grounded flights briefly, though operations did resume. Commercial hubs weren't spared. Parts of the Robinson Bhutan Mall caved in, and power blackouts hit Caraga and northern Mindanao, hitting businesses. Early estimates peg infrastructure losses in the millions, with sinkholes and landslides among the other things that they're going to have to repair and add to the nightmare. So besides the 200,000 plus people that don't have power, in Davao Oriental, school walls collapse, provincial medical centers also have cracks in their walls. Bridges collapse. There's university buildings that have been damaged, malls, airports, bridge cracks, landslides blocking roads. Homes are buried by those landslides. Two tsunami warnings within 10 hours of each other. Medical aid is pouring into the area, so thank God for that. And I'm sending prayers to all the people. Like I said, most of the mainstream media isn't covering the damage and the loss of life. It's going to be heavy. And those injured, sending prayers for their recovery. So if you have friends or family over there or co-workers that might be there or people that might be vacationing, they're warning tourists about the evacuations and more earthquakes are going to continue. They've already had probably close to 8,000 aftershocks from that first earthquake on the 30th. And USGS has 26 earthquakes listed here since the 7.4. 26 earthquakes. And they're all shallow. They got them listed as 10 kilometers. Some are a little bit deeper. But yeah, this is just heartbreaking. Tell the people there that we are praying for them. What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you.